Hi, my name's Cambry Kearns, and I'm proposing the project Couchsurfing to Race Running at the University of Charleston. The main goal of this project is to encourage a healthier lifestyle for each member of the University of Charleston's community. My project incorporates all the LLOs and the mission statement for the University of Charleston. The first LLO that it includes is citizenship and community involvement. As a healthier whole, the university will be more equipped to begin a Couch to 5K type of program for the surrounding communities of Charleston, such as South Charleston, Southridge, and St. Albans, those kind of areas. This project will help our students with communication because all the University 101 students in Section 1 will improve their communication skills through working on a team for the project to propose their own ideas within the project. And communication will be improved through gaining human resources, such as coaches, and communicating with them about encouraging and helping with the project. The next LLO that my project helps with is creativity, and that's because the class all gets to incorporate their ideas to help this project be successful. In the creativity portion, several different students can incorporate their ideas to help the best possible outcome, since every person is different and will have a different starting level for the Couch to 5K. For the critical thinking LLO, it's the most important part of this project. The class has to work together to think about how the project will be interpreted from all the campus's point of view. The class will critically think about the most effective way to advertise and carry out the project. The most critical thinking will be used in creating the running plan for the heart of the project, which is getting people who have never ran a mile to be able to run a 5K. In ethical practice, the class has to look at other people's ethics as well as their own in this project, and they have to evaluate what they'll be willing to help with in the project and what they aren't willing to help with. So the project isn't ethically about how much bad a person is willing to do, but how much good a person is willing to do. For the inquiry LLO, inquiry will be used when research is conducted to find out the most effective running plan for every body type and every beginner level. Productive work. The whole project is about productive work. The task is to make a project that will positively impact the university and the surrounding communities, and the class will be being productive with the limited time it has per week to make a large impact in the community. The project incorporates enlightened living because the class has to think about what inspires them personally. And since every individual person has the task of creating their own project proposal, they'll find what's important to themselves, which is enlightened living. For my project plan, in the classes we have in January, we're going to solidify this project plan for the future. So in January, we're gonna make sure that this timeline works for every student. So the first week of February, we're gonna be assigning individuals to task teams, such as the advertising team, running plan team, research team, project leader, and resource coordinators. The next week, we're going to meet with each group to discuss their individual tasks. So this will tell each group what their task is exactly going to be. Like advertising, we'll talk about where we're going to advertise and what resources we need for each of the individual groups. The next week, we're going to begin the research for the running plan, begin looking at advertising strategies, begin coming up with a running plan, and the other groups will be used as needed. So we'll see what we need them for in that week. The following week, ideally the running plan would be finished, the advertising proposal would be finished, and the class would present the final project to Professor Bannister. The next week, the class would begin distributing advertisements and solidifying our human resources that we're using. The following week, the running plan will be released, preferably in an email, on the OneDrive email, and groups will begin running together outside or in the fitness center depending on the weather. And then the groups will just keep running and keep doing the running program and keep advertising until the race on April 7th. The resources that will be needed are the internet, the UC track and field coach, marketing/business professors, paper, and IT access for help advertising from the UC portal. The constraints we may have are laziness from class members, how long the research for the running plan will take, and the resource team being unable to get in touch with human resources. And that's all I have for today. I hope you really consider my project proposal, and thank you for having me.